Hello, welcome to Card Minds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Scorpio weekly money and career reading from May 29th to June 4th, 2023. Scorpio, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Money and career, May 29th to June 4th, 2023. For the sign of Scorpio. Okay, let's see what we have here. The Emperor. The Lovers. Okay, speaking your truth. Speaking your truth, the Scorpio. You want honesty. You want people to understand where you stand, right? You're in control. You might be in control in a job. Maybe you're a manager in a job. Maybe you have your own business. Maybe you're freelance. Maybe you have responsibilities in a job. Whatever it is, you're moving forward on something. You're moving forward maybe on a new creative project, on a new job project within a job, or a new project within your company, or personal project, or maybe you have multiple jobs, maybe whatever it is, right? You feel that no matter what. And what did I feel like I just read for Aries, and I feel like it's that same sensation of I stand my ground, I stand my integrity, my work ethic, and no matter what, I'm going to deliver the way I know how to deliver, no matter what's going on around me and what the decisions are around me and what people think or how things are changing. The world is constantly changing, and as well, it's changing everybody's perspective on jobs, on decisions, on life, on how, connections, communications, and all these energies are sort of jumbled. And we have to constantly adapt and constantly sort of, how can I say, not be hit by the waves, avoid the waves, right? And so we're really trying to surf the waves and not get that big wave to sort of knock us down, if that makes sense to you, right? And so here you are moving forward on a new project or on a new energy, a newfound energy of enthusiasm, optimism, but you hold strong your integrity and your point of view. And you're clear on that, Scorpio. You're not going to budge on that. There seems to be an offer coming in here, a creative offer or an offer to work on a creative project, something, right? You have the Page and the Knight, and I like this Knight, right? It's you maybe accepting or opening up to something else, trying something else, trying a different project, or working with other people, or accepting to take on something new or to work on something new that requires knowledge. You're accepting to open up to new skills, open up to new responsibilities, but your intuition is really to move forward on this. Follow your intuition, but stand your ground at the same time. Like, if you want me on the job, if you want me in this project, if you want me on your team, I'll be really excited, very interested, and happy to do it, but not to forget my work ethic or my point of view and my way of doing things. I can adapt, but I still have that pride of a job well done, and that pride of not shifting and changing to adapt to something that is less than who I am. Wow. So there we go, Scorpio. Starting strong. Yeah, it's it's adapting all while keeping your strength, keeping your power, your experience, and not letting other people's decisions demean your powers or demean your talent. That's really what it is. And you are navigating your intuition, all while opening up to others, all while accepting new experiences, accepting new jobs, right? But with a thorough understanding of where you stand. Very interesting. And yes, that's the type of energy that I'm feeling this week. It's that you don't want confrontation with people, but you're very firm on where you stand. For example, if you have worked in your job for a while, or you're experienced in a field, maybe you have multiple jobs, maybe you're working in a company, maybe you have your own company, maybe you're freelance, whatever it is, you understand that things are changing, and you understand that maybe you're working with different people. If you're not working with different people, maybe it's the same people, but the politics and the energies keep swiveling around and keep changing. And Scorpio, your power, your strengths, and you will not back down. If people ask you to change things, if people ask you to do things differently, but if it doesn't make sense to you, right? Or people impose on you, or people impose a new point of view, or impose a new philosophy that seems off guard or that seems demeaning to you. It doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's off. It doesn't mean it's not good. But for you, Scorpio, that is very aware of many things, many energies, integrity, loyalty, honesty, but also things that make sense to you. And if someone imposes something upon you that doesn't make sense, or that demeans any of your faculties or any of your job, your work that you have so hard worked for, right? That on a project, or even your day-to-day job, you're not going to go for that. And that's the Queen of Swords, sharp. You are sharp, and your conversations or your rebuttals or whatever it is are sharp. And you are going to make sure that you're understood, that you put your point across, and that people understand where you stand and what your boundaries are philosophically. And you're making a point of putting those boundaries and making everybody understand the limits, right? That you're there and you'll work hard, but not to push in a zone that doesn't suit you or that demeans you. Yes, celebrating your integrity, celebrating this honesty. But I feel like you're making a big decision to work on a new job or on a new project. I feel like someone's offering you something, or there are discussions there. People are coming to you with discussions, and you're going to make a decision here with the Justice. You're in control, but your decisions are always made to stay in that zone, celebrating who you are and celebrating your talent. I like that. The comfort zone, but it's a good comfort zone, Scorpio, because you put the bar high, and you have always put the bar high. You've set the bar very high. So no matter what you do now, you're still on that high bar. No matter what people impose, or no matter how people question you, or no matter how people want to change you, or change objectives, or change a way of working, or change philosophies, or whatever, to do things differently, you won't budge. You won't budge. You are celebrating yourself and your clarity and integrity. Wow, it's impressive, Scorpio. Yes, wow. Temperance and the World. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana. Absolutely amazing. And all about standing your ground, patience. You're not bulldozing. You're not imposing. You're just being yourself. So even if other people believe or think that you're imposing, no, you're just being you, Scorpio. Sometimes people view it as stubborn, but here it's not. Here it's really about you really standing your ground and always keeping that bar high and not stooping low on other people's minutia or decisions or philosophies that seem out of context. And here you're patiently awaiting. I feel like someone's making you an offer and you're interested, but you're not going to, you're going to stand back and wait and see if this is official, if this offer is going to develop into something more, if people are going to invite you on their team, or maybe you're going to work on another project, or maybe you're taking on another job, or people want your expertise on something, right? This is you patiently understanding, how to maneuver and be in the background and waiting for your time and waiting for people to make an official offer with this Temperance. Which is something, honestly, that is rare for Scorpio, right? Doing everything very smoothly. Comfortable with who you are, in harmony, and just waiting patiently in the background for that to happen, for people to come to you, right? And you have the world, which is successful, and not only successful, but it's good news, right? It's like a message of serenity, like finding your balance, because you stand by your work ethic. You stand by your way of working, right? And whatever makes sense to you, that's what you stand by. And this is a really smooth evolution, right? Constant, but slowly but surely making your space in a newfound job, or making your space in a newfound company, or this is a beautiful evolution, and staying on par with who you are. That's the lesson for this week, is no matter what, you'll be Scorpio, but in a good way, right? And you're not going to let yourself be influenced by anybody, by people that might ask you to do things differently. Sorry if I'm repeating, right? You're just taking the time to listen to what's going on, to listen to this offer, or to whatever people have to say to you. And then, you're going to utilize that conversation to organize yourself and move forward on a new option. Wow, very interesting. And so this world here is bringing it all together, right? That at one point you really are glowing with a sense of achievement, glowing with a sense of success, but also completion. So, job well done, because of what you've done so far, because of your experience, but because of what you've worked on, because of what you've shown, and how people see you and see how you work, right? And it's giving you, it's almost like, Scorpio, it feels like, let's say, for example, you've been working in a company, for a while. And you've been working hard. And there have been ups and downs. And some days you're glorious and some days not, right? And some days people think you're amazing and some days not, right? Just a random day-to-day job in a company. And let's say there's a moment, you know, where you did your job, you know, like you always do, and maybe there were people questioning you, or maybe people thought you should do things a little differently, or maybe wanted, you know, someone wanted more or less, or whatever, something, right? Someone questioned you, whether it be your manager or someone else. And you stood your ground. And you said, Scorpio, and Scorpio says, you know, okay, I understand your point of view, but that doesn't make much sense to me. And this is who we are. This is our philosophy, or at least this is what we have done up to now. And I feel like I worked really hard on something. And what you're asking me now, or what your perspective is now, and that's demeaning what I'm doing. And that what you're asking me to do is going to make it not as interesting, not for you, but, you know, all around. It's not a good choice what you're asking me to do. It's making my job or the finished product or the finished idea look lame or not as good as it is when I do it. And not by all means, not in a pretentious way, right? And so now, okay, you pass, and then all of a sudden someone pops up. Maybe it's a manager, maybe it's someone above, or maybe it's someone else, right? That sort of pops in the picture with a message or an offer or a discussion or something, sort of to smooth things out. Because maybe some people see you as a power or as an asset, and some people not, or less, or whatever, right? Whatever the situation is. And all of a sudden this person is like offering you the opportunity to work on another project, or maybe offering you a promotion, or maybe offering you to work on something else, right? They see interest in you. They see your talent and your, you know, they understand that you are an asset within the company as opposed to the others. So they're sort of smoothing things out. And that's where you have your patience, your understanding. Someone sees you and understands your talent and sees your talent and your power, and others don't. So you're just waiting in the corner and understanding that somewhere along the line, you're going to access something more interesting, or get a promotion, or work on something else, or, you know, and so you understood to not listen to those people and just stand by your power. That's the way I feel. And so here you are, honoring your achievements, honoring who you are, back to normal, but in a more empowering way, because there's an offer there, right? That sort of resulted of some sort of, not misunderstanding, but you navigating your usual everyday life in that company. Comment down below. Let me know if that makes sense to you, Scorpio. It's interesting because you're moving forward on that. And in a very serene and powerful yet serene way. And it's successful. Okay, let's see if there are a few more messages in this second deck. Yes, there you go. Moving away from the nonsense. And I'm not saying that this is overwhelmingly, you know, this is something overwhelming. No, it's just you and your everyday life standing your ground. I know I'm repeating myself. Queen of Pentacles, so this can be the person that is offering you this new project, or offering you discussions, or to join a team to do something, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be. She is someone that likes to transform ideas into reality. Might be your boss, might be someone interesting that has ideas, or that wants to pick your brain to work on something. And yes, there we have an offer. And here we have a financial offer. Or money's coming in, right? But I think that this Page of Pentacles is Page of Pentacles for me is manifesting finances. It's sort of a mini magician, but for finances. And I feel like this person here is now offering you a new potential. I like this. And you're getting away from that stuck mindset on people judging you, or people telling it like it is, or telling you how it should be, or whatever it is, right? Try not. So you're moving into something calmer, more serene, more patient, and just enjoying, enjoying doing your job. Try not to navigate with too many swords, Scorpio, right? As you move into something smoother. Smooth operator, Scorpio, which is pretty interesting, to say the least. It's a beautiful, beautiful reading, Scorpio. All right, let's see if there are a few more cards that want to come out in the second deck. Scorpio, weekly, money and career. May 29th to June 4th, 2023. Okay, so we basically have repeats. The High Priestess, the Emperor, again, the Knight of Cups, just confirming, shifting forward, follow your intuition, stand your ground. And here we have the Three of Wands, confirming you're opening up to new. You're expanding your job, expanding your responsibilities, or expanding your opportunities or your horizons, whatever it is. You can be traveling, but I think it's really you opening up to other opportunities within your job, community, business, company, whatever it means for you, right? It will be different for each and every one of you. It's you being open to maybe learn more skills, and also just open up to working on a new subject. I don't know why I'm saying that. Doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be a new subject, but you're definitely developing something or working on developing something. Knight of Swords. Pushing forward, still imposing your point of view, imposing your boundaries, right? You're not gonna take any nonsense. And it doesn't mean it's nonsense, right? It just means, because if you're working in a company, sometimes, you have obligations and you have to follow directions. And even if you don't agree with them, you still have to follow those directions, and you just have to do it. Or people are going to say, okay, well, thank you very much. Bye-bye, right? Sometimes it's like that. So, but here I feel like people understand your values, so they're going to discuss with you. Seven of Swords. Yeah, they understand your value. But be careful, Scorpio, not to automatically put everything in the same basket, right? If you have people you don't get along with, or people you feel don't have your back, or you feel never agree with you, or you don't agree with them, that's one thing, right? That can be coworkers, that can be anybody involved in your situation, in your jobs, whatever you're working in, right? But there's a difference between people you feel have betrayed you, or people you feel but that are sort of your coworkers, and your manager or other people that actually want to talk to you for a promotion or something to work on that, that's interesting, a new project or something like that. So there's a difference here. There's imposing your point of view on an overall philosophy in a company, and then the day-to-day minutia with coworkers that are, that you don't get along with. That's different, total different. And I think you understand that. I think all around. Just make sure you keep on that path, right? And whoever's around you, if they don't agree with you, they don't agree with you. If they're not involved with what you do, or, you know, just keep going. All right, let's see if there's one more. Oh, several. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of cards. All right, let's see what we'll take. King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, a lot of eights, Queen of Wands, the Star, yeah, believe in yourself, the Devil, yes. Yes, just make sure, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So in my mind, it's sort of making sure you believe in yourself. Don't get involved in any toxic situations or toxic discussions, right, that are not worth it. Stay on par. Make sure your connections are with the right people with power, with people with responsibility that might be interested in what you want to do, and push through, right? And be patient. No need to get involved in any sort of non-relative nonsense within the job, if that makes sense. But power through. This is it feels like a very important moment in your career, Scorpio, because you're navigating much, you know, positive energies, and I feel like now you're able to emotionally make the difference between what is important or what can bring you some more power, more responsibility, or more money, and things that do not serve you at all, besides, you know, nonsense or, you know, conversations to nowhere, right? And so here we are, you are empowering yourself in your new job, or you're empowering yourself in your career. It doesn't have to be a new job. I don't know why I said that, because I feel like you're in the same environment, but you're very empowered. People know you, people see you, might not be working on that project yet, but people understand your value. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did, Scorpio. Please comment down below. Let me know where you stand on your journey. Let me know and share your energies if you wish. And if you don't wish, which I completely understand, I always say not everybody wants to share their lives on these platforms. Just put a heart down below. Let me know you connected with this reading, Scorpio. Again, thank you, Scorpio, from the bottom of my heart to all of you for supporting this channel, for being there. You are top on the list with Leo. Thank you to each and every one for supporting this channel, along with all the other signs, but you are, you know, by far the most communicative. So thank you to everyone for sharing your energies with me. That is how I find my energies to push forward in these readings. Thank you for 25K, Scorpio. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.